You may be seated. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the 161st Annual Commencement of Millersville University. I'm Vilas Prabhu, Provost and Vice President for Academic Affairs, and it is my pleasure to introduce to you Dr. John Anderson, President of Millersville University.
Good morning. Well, at least it's dry in here, right? We tried our best to get rid of the rain, but it just wouldn't cooperate. But that doesn't matter, because on this special occasion, we honor and confer degrees to the undergraduate class of 2017. Yeah. Last evening, we were here as we conferred degrees to the master's candidates for the graduate class of 2017. And I'm sure that some of you today will be coming back for that. We will also greet our guests attending commencement at our alternative live satellite site in the Student Memorial Center, the Winter Center, and Stair Hall, where we hope you enjoy the comfort of watching these proceedings on the big screen. I now have the honor to present Mr. Jose Urena, graduating today from the College of Science and Technology, who will offer a moment of reflection. After his presentation, please stand for the singing of the national anthem sung by Olivia Ober, class of 2017. Jose?
Thank you, President Anderson. As our time at Millersville comes to an end, I ask you to reflect on your journey. What path did you take to get here, and what lessons did you learn along the way? Did you have a goal that you followed with steadfast resolution, or did you go through a trial and error process to find the right career path? My goal was to earn a PhD in organic chemistry and become a pharmaceutical chemist. To accomplish this goal, I applied to programs during my junior year that would allow me to work on chemistry research over the course of a summer at a research-focused university. After applying to various programs, I was selected to work on an organic chemistry research project at the University of Illinois at Urbana-Champaign. Now, for those of you who have had the pleasure of taking organic chemistry, I know what you must be thinking. And to answer your question, no, I'm not crazy. I had enjoyed organic chemistry lecture and was beginning my chemistry research under Dr. Bonser here at Millersville University. so it seemed like the perfect fit. I was very wrong. Even though I enjoyed being in a lab environment where students displayed intensity and passion towards research in chemistry, I found myself unhappy with the work. I thought I must be doing something wrong. Every person I had ever spoken to about summer research had described marvelous, positive experiences. I was filled with doubt. Was the career path I had chosen the correct one? As I returned from Illinois to begin my final year at Millersville, I knew my dream of becoming a rich pharmaceutical chemist was over. I had no idea what to do next, and I was running out of time. I had to decide what discipline in chemistry I wanted to explore and whether I wanted to attend graduate school. I sought advice from the chemistry faculty, and they all offered a similar message. Don't let one bad experience crush your drive and ambition. That summer research experience may not have been spectacular, but I would do it all over again if I had the chance. It challenged me, taught me about graduate school, made me a better scientist, and most importantly, revealed a career path that wasn't suited for me. The research experience was a failure in terms of my career goals, but an achievement in terms of my personal growth. This opportunity was one of many I took advantage of to mature and advance my academic career over the past 4 years at Millersville. My hope is that all of you have taken advantage of the opportunities here at Millersville, as I have, to advance your careers, serve the community, and contribute to our campus culture. Recognize your achievements, but also your failures. Before I close, I would like to take a moment to thank a few of the many who have supported me during my time at Millersville University. I would like to thank the chemistry faculty for their dedication to scientific education. I would like to thank my friends for challenging me and making my time here memorable. Lastly, I want to thank my family, especially my mom and dad, for immigrating to the U.S. and providing endless opportunities for my siblings and I through their hard work. Los quiero mucho. I am honored to be standing on this stage, speaking not only to you, but on behalf of you, my fellow graduates. I wish you all the best of luck in your future endeavors. Continue to grow as individuals and take care of each other. Enjoy this day and your accomplishments. My next step is graduate school. Will this be the correct path? I won't know until I try. Thank you.
Stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red glare, the bombs bursting
Thank you, Jose, and thank you, Olivia. Ladies and gentlemen, I must apologize to you today because the rainy and cold weather finally got a frog in my throat, but I will try to make sure that you are able to understand what I'm saying here. I'm honored to introduce those members of our platform party who will not be recognized later as part of the ceremony. Please hold your applause until all have been presented. The Commonwealth of Pennsylvania is fortunate to have dedicated individuals who serve voluntarily by appointment of the governor on the Millersville University Council of Trustees. Will the following trustees please rise? Dr. Richard Fredericks, Mr. Kevin Harley, Gerald Robinson, Esquire, Mr. Michael Warfel, and Mrs. Ann Womble. Also present are the advisors to the trustees, Mr. Scott Bailey, President of the Millersville University Alumni Association, Dr. Anna Berger-Greco, Chair of the Millersville University Faculty Senate, Dr. Barry David, President of the APSCUF MU, and Mr. Kiefer Lukenbill, President of Student Senate. On the platform are the following members of the administration and faculty. Mr. Jeffrey Beers, CEO and General Manager of Student Services and Student Lodging, Incorporated. Dr. Aminta Bro, Vice President, there you go, that's a good Freudian slip, but you deserve it, Aminta. Dr. Aminta Bro, Vice President for Advancement. Mr. Roger Brzezinski, Vice President for Finance and Administration. Mr. Chet Dorman, Director of Diversity and Social Justice. Mr. Brian Hazlett, Vice President for Student Affairs and Enrollment Management. Dr. Victor DeSantis, Dean of the College of Graduate Studies and Adult Learning, and Associate Provost for Civic and Community Engagement. And Dr. Rita Smith-Wydell, one of our most senior faculty members, who is the mace bearer for today's commencement ceremony. In addition, we welcome special guests of our commencement speaker and honorary degree recipient and other distinguished guests and members of the administration, some of whom marched in the profession. Please join me in welcoming these members of the platform party and other guests. It is now my pleasure to invite Mr. Michael Warfel, Chairman of the Council of Trustees and Class of 1984, to present the honorary degree. Mr. Warfel.
So good morning. Millersville University confers an honorary degree, our symbol of highest achievement, on those individuals who have made outstanding contributions to the welfare and well-being of the community at large. Such degrees are granted to recognize individual creativity, distinguished service, significant scholarship, and other individual accomplishments, whether in the arts, the humanities, sciences, the professions, public service, or in service to mankind. The recipient shall exemplify the quality of character and achievement representative of the high ideals and values of Millersville University. As such, the recipient will serve as an inspiration and role model to the entire academic community. Today, Millersville University is pleased to honor one such distinguished individual. At this time, it's my pleasure to call forward my colleague trustee, Dr. Rich Frericks, who will introduce our honorary degree recipient. Rich?
I'm over here.
Wrong cue.
Yeah, I didn't know my right from my left. Thank you, Chairman Warfel. I am pleased to present the degree, Doctor of Humane Letters, Honoris Causa, to Dana Christ, President and Chief Executive Officer of the J Group and Millersville University alumna class of 1981. She is an outstanding individual who is passionate in her service to her company and to the community. As CEO and owner of the J Group, Ms. Chris heads one of the leading marketing, and e-commerce fulfillment companies in the United States. Under her leadership, the J Group has been recognized as one of the 500 fastest-growing privately held companies and the top 100 best places to work in Pennsylvania for 4 years in a row. The daughter of founder J. Friedland Christ, who is a Millersville University class of 1950 alumnus, a 1998 recipient of an honorary doctorate of humane letters, and the namesake for the football field, where we thought we would be standing today, and who is with us today. Thank you, Mr. Christ, for joining us. Dana got her start with the company as a young child, being featured in client ads, officially joining the J Group as an accountant executive after her graduation from Millersville University in 1981. Dana went on to learn every facet of the business until ultimately becoming president in 1991. In 2000, she assumed the role of CEO. By investing her time in people, Dana ensures that every employee at the J Group feels valued. Her engaged team communicates openly in support of the company's vision. Always one to look ahead and be a proponent of lifelong education, Dana is focused on locating and providing opportunities to support clients in ways that did not exist just a few years ago. Always one to give back, she has had many mentoring relationships in her career, some with employees and others through a business mentoring program here at Millersville University. She has a long history of service to the community. Her current affiliations include the Girls on the Run Board of Directors, the Lancaster General Hospital Audit and Compliance Committee, and the Lancaster Chamber of Commerce and Industry Board of Directors and Strategic Planning Committee. Mr. Warfel, we are pleased to honor a woman of such integrity, service, and leadership. At this time, I would ask Ms. Christ to come forward to the center podium to receive her degree and the hood of office.
So upon the authority vested in me by the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, through the Board of Governors and the Council of Trustees, I confer upon you the Doctor of Humane Letters honoris causa. Congratulations, Dr. Christ, as you receive the university's recognition of your outstanding career.
Thank you.
Congratulations. I now ask Dr. Anderson to return to the lectern to present today's commencement speaker. Dr. Anderson.
Thank you, Chairman Warfel, and congratulations, Dana. Well deserved.
Thank you.
Well, it's my honor and pleasure to introduce Marie Harf as our commencement speaker. Marie was the senior advisor for strategic communications to the United States Secretary of State, John Kerry, at the United States Department of State, leading the Iran nuclear negotiations communication strategy. She previously served as acting spokesperson and deputy spokesperson of the State Department. Marie is now a political commentator for Fox News, and you can catch her on a show on a weekly basis. She graduated from Indiana University, Bloomington, with a bachelor's in political science with concentrations in Jewish studies and Russian and Eastern European studies. Then received her master's degree in foreign affairs from the University of Virginia, where her thesis evaluated the prospects for continued regime stability in Saudi Arabia. Marie grew up in Granville, Ohio, and is the daughter of Dr. James Harf and June Harf, an alumnus and longtime friend of Millersville University. Jim has an incredible 32-year career at Ohio State University as director of the university's think tank on international security and peace. Today, however, he jokes that he may be better known as the father of Marie Harf. Graduates, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Marie Harf to the podium.
Good morning. Just pouring a little bit of water first. Good morning. Thank you, Dr. Anderson, for that very kind introduction and for inviting me to be a part of today's happy celebration. It is truly an honor. I'd also like to thank Provost Prabhu, members of the Council of Trustees, members of the President's Cabinet, and the Millersville faculty for welcoming me so warmly back to campus this weekend. I would also like to recognize, right at the beginning, the parents and family members of Millersville's graduates who are here today. None of us are islands unto ourselves, and achieving something as momentous as graduating from college is an accomplishment that belongs to all of you, too. Most importantly, congratulations to the graduates in the class of 2017. Every one of you arrived at this day in different ways, but all of you made it, and that's what matters. I think I can speak for everyone here at Millersville, including on this stage, when I say how proud we are of all of you. Today, Millersville is awarding over 1,000 degrees. That includes 28 graduates of the University Honors College and 5 candidates for the completion of the Integrated Studies program. In your graduating class are 17 veterans who've served our country and 4 ROTC candidates. Yes, please, thank you whoever started that. There's an almost even split between degrees being awarded in 3 colleges: Arts, Humanities, and Social Sciences, Education, Human Services, and the School of Social Work, and Science and Technology. That balance is a real testament to how well-rounded both the students and the faculty are here at Millersville. Graduating classes are often told by commencement speakers that the time of their graduation is uniquely challenging. Speakers will talk about the world you're about to enter, where you will be called upon to solve our most pressing and newest problems. These warnings often sound repetitive, though. Every era can't be the most difficult, right? But I would argue, class of 2017, that in your case, these admonitions have some truth to them. Today is a momentous time in the history of our country and, in fact, in the history of the world. You will soon come face to face with very difficult challenges, but, and this is very important, none of those challenges is too big to overcome. Before I dive a little bit more into today's world, though, I'm going to take a small step back. My father, who the president mentioned, Dr. James Harf, who is here today, graduated from Millersville in 1961. He was a football star on the very field where we were supposed to be sitting today. As a Millersville student, he was preparing to become a high school math teacher and a football coach. But along came a young, dynamic U.S. presidential candidate in 1960, John Kennedy, who mesmerized my dad, especially in how he talked about confronting what was then our nation's top enemy, the Soviet Union. Soon, my dad was a PhD student on his way to becoming a professor of Soviet Studies and International Security at The Ohio State University. When my mother, Jane Harf, who is also here today, graduated from college in 1970, the environmental movement was really starting to gain steam. Our country was trying to figure out, in a serious way, how to make sure the air we all breathe and the water we drink was clean. Think for a moment about the fact that the pollution in Pittsburgh used to be so bad that the streetlights would come on around noon because so little sunlight could penetrate through the smog. So instead of becoming a theater set designer, as she thought she would when she started college, my mom dove headfirst into a career for a cleaner, working as an advocate for a cleaner and healthier planet. When I was a junior in college in 2001, I watched the Twin Towers fall and the Pentagon burn on a TV in my apartment in Bloomington, Indiana. At that moment, I knew what my generation's calling was going to be, confronting the threat of terrorism that had tragically come to our shores in a new and more deadly way. I began to study the Middle East, which led me to graduate school, and then to the Central Intelligence Agency as a Middle East analyst. In a few short months, children born after the attacks of 9/11 will be old enough to enlist and fight in Afghanistan, a war we went to because of those attacks, and now the longest war in our nation's history. What was my generation's calling is now something that most college graduates have no real-time memory of. That's a pretty extraordinary fact. But today, class of 2017, you are entering a world that feels like it's changing very fast. We have access in an instant to more information than at any time in human history. But we are also inundated with more disinformation than ever before. We are being forced how to confront how we operate in this new global economy in a way that's best for American workers and that gives everyone a fair shot. At the same time, we are reckoning with the changes that automation and technology are bringing rapidly to everything from manufacturing to transportation. We no longer fight world wars between great powers, thankfully. But a few guys with some homemade bombs or automatic weapons can conduct attacks that make all of us feel less secure. These are some pretty scary challenges. But here's the good part. These challenges also present us with some enormous opportunities to make our country more innovative, more prosperous, and more secure. I think there's often a tendency to romanticize the past, to think that politics used to be nicer or less complicated. I get that tendency. The good is often easier to remember. But to be clear, democracy in a nation with over 300 million people has always been noisy and messy. It has never really been easy. Americans have been debating the proper size and role of government ever since the framers gathered together in this very state. We all know instinctively the government doesn't have all the answers and shouldn't be called upon to fix all of our problems. It couldn't even if it tried. But we also know that there are certain things we can only do together as one nation. We can all probably agree on some basic fundamentals, too. That children shouldn't go hungry, for example, or that veterans who've served our country shouldn't be unable to find a home or a job. But the complicated questions of how we advance those fundamental goals, not to mention the very real debates we have on issues where we can't agree, that's where things get really tricky. Government is not inherently bad, and public servants are unfortunately too often viewed as lazy bureaucrats. After working in the federal government for over a decade, I can tell you that nothing is further from the truth. One of your fellow graduates today exemplifies the ideals of public service perfectly. Robert Parks enlisted in the Marine Corps in 2009 out of Mechanicsburg. He became an MV-22 Osprey crew chief. He deployed with the 24th Marine Expeditionary Unit in 2012 and spent time on 4 different continents and in 13 different countries. Robert left active duty in 2014, but not before becoming a crew chief instructor, accruing over 900 flight hours, and awarding wings to over 40 students. 18 days later, he started his first class at Millersville. But here's what I found really interesting about Robert. He said that one of the favorite things he's done at Millersville is starting the first honeybee farm here. They secured funding to get up and running with 2 hives full of bees, and eventually they were able to harvest some honey and wax, which was melted down and sold on campus as lip balm. They're continuing to grow the farm, which will be used to teach Millersville's next generation of beekeepers. These are the kind of people we need in government service, dedicated and creative thinkers who want to serve their country, start small businesses, and teach future leaders how to do interesting things. So I don't think the question is necessarily whether we need big government or small government. It's how we get better government, smarter government. An absolutely crucial part of getting that better government is having citizens who understand and respect their obligations as residents of the greatest country on earth. This is my first charge to all of you today as you prepare to leave Millersville. Have faith in our democracy, even though at times it can be pretty ugly. Because that's the way we make our voices heard, issue by issue, day by day, election by election. Our leaders in Washington may seem out of touch, and often they are. But eventually they have to come home and ask for our votes. Don't forget about your state and local officials, too, because they're often much more accessible. Use that accessibility to speak up for your beliefs. And let me say this very clearly to all of you. People who don't vote determine the future of our country as much as those who do. Complacency is the enemy of good government, and it's in all of your hands to prevent that from happening. Now, in today's media landscape where everyone yells at each other a lot, it can feel good to tune out or retreat to sources of information that only reinforce the views you already hold. And I'm guessing all of you hold some pretty strong views. I feel that way a lot of the time. But we cannot afford to disengage, or even worse, to continue down a path of hyper-partisanship where we demonize people whose policies we disagree with, where we question the patriotism of people on the other side of the political aisle. That kind of vilification is really bad for our democracy, and it happens on both sides, by the way. Because when the person on the other side of an argument is seen as having no redeeming qualities, compromise becomes impossible. And rational debate about the really serious issues our country is facing goes out the window. We all have to do better. That's my second charge to all of you. This is exactly why I decided when I left the Obama administration on January 20th of this year to join the Fox News channel as a national security and political commentator. Now, you might think that was a surprising career choice for me, a lifelong Democrat who worked for President Barack Obama. But despite that background, in fact, because of that background, I decided to sign on to become a part of the Fox family. The left has ignored the millions of viewers who watch Fox News for far too long, much to our own detriment. I thought there was more value in engaging with people who didn't often hear from Democrats than there was to preach to the choir somewhere else. And to Fox's enormous credit, they hired me as a Democrat to be a Democrat. And they've given me a huge platform to advocate for my principles as part of this great debate we're all having about what's happening in our country and in our world. In the process, I have learned much more than I ever could have imagined about how people I disagree with approach certain issues by listening to them, which has in turn made me a better person and a better citizen. I'm not saying it's always easy, but it's worth it. So here's what I'm asking of all of you. Don't dismiss experts on issues because you're skeptical of what they're saying. Hear them out. Listen to them. Use your opinions to start conversations, not to end them. Hear from people who make you upset and with whom you vehemently disagree. Work to have an agreed set of facts to base your debates around, and don't buy into the wildest conspiracy theories that fly around the internet. Again, I get it, it's not always easy, but I promise you, it is worth it. It will make you a better person and a better citizen at the same time. One of my former bosses, Secretary of State John Kerry, has a favorite saying that I really like. America is exceptional not because we say we are, but because we do exceptional things. Greatness isn't about bragging, it's about doing. Former President Obama also often reminds us that America's progress isn't smooth and steady, it doesn't move in a straight line, it zigs and it zags. And it often feels like we take 2 steps forward only to frustratingly take 1 step back. But, and here's my third charge to all of you, please don't ever feel like our problems are too great to solve, or give in to the cynicism that says we should stop trying to bridge what seem like insurmountable gaps. There are real concerns and debates to be had about how globalization has played out, but the answer isn't turning inward or back to a different generation. We couldn't, even if we wanted to. But to move forward with the same kind of American ingenuity and creativity that helped our country stretch from ocean to ocean, that cured diseases once thought impossible to overcome, and that gave the world everything from the Model T to the iPhone. We have to have honest conversations about what impacts all these changes that you are about to encounter are having, and then invest in training and education like they do here at Millersville, so American workers can continue to lead the world. You all are a key part of that conversation because you're the future of our workforce. And as the strongest country on earth, we cannot close our eyes and disengage from the world. No matter how powerful we are, we cannot solve the biggest challenges we face by ourselves. I suspect your graduating class already understands that. Certainly graduates like Aaron Jaffe, who spent a semester in Germany, traveling across Europe, or Rachel Wagner, who grew up in Kenya and was inspired to become a social worker after seeing that, despite the differences in culture, many of the needs in Kenya are the same as those in America. So what do you do with all of this advice that I and your families and friends and professors are giving you today? How do you translate that into a lifetime with a career and all the happiness you deserve? You've heard all the adages by now, I'm sure. Get out of your comfort zone. Do what you love. Figure out what true happiness is, not just superficial happiness, and follow it where it takes you. Don't be reckless with what you've been given. Take what you do and how you live your life seriously. Think clearly. Have concern for more than just yourself, and act with humility. Fanta Torre, another one of your graduating classmates, who, if I can brag on her just for a bit, serves as president of the Millersville chapter of the NAACP, founded an after-school college readiness program in the Delaware County area, and is a champion debater. She summed up a lot of these lessons pretty well when talking about her internship last year at the White House. She described the advice she received from the President and First Lady. Be kind, be useful, and be fearless. I like that. She said she would come into work early and stay late. Advice I give to my employees is a really easy way to stand out as exceptional. She also said her parents were thrilled when she got the internship, and her mom called her 24/7. I can tell you that some things never change. My parents still call me 24/7 too. My husband, who's also here today, can attest to that fact. So class of 2017, when you leave here, the road won't always be easy. You may face periods where you're underemployed or unemployed. I certainly have. There will be times when you can't figure out what your purpose in life should be, when every day feels like a struggle. You'll have bad bosses, and you will get frustrated. We all do. But hold your head up high and keep moving. Find joy in the small things that make life on this earth so special. Remind yourself that success, however small and incomplete, is a step forward. Celebrate the big steps and the small ones too. Find grace in the tough times and the defeats. And ask yourself every single day, am I doing things to build up the positive forces and push down the negative forces in my community, in our country, and in the world? I will end with something I am constantly reminded of, especially living in Washington, D.C., where most people grew up somewhere else. What you do in life and how you do it will always be connected with the places you came from. I am a product of small-town Central Ohio, of high school football on Friday nights, of 2 big state schools where I searched for ways to stand out in a crowd, and most importantly, of a set of values that all come back at the end of the day to Midwestern humility and kindness. You all are products of where you came from, including this great institution. You will leave here with the skills to succeed, but more importantly, with the values to make the world a better place. The ideals that Millersville was founded on in 1855 are as relevant today as they were then, probably even more so. That teacher preparation and classical learning are essential elements of public education and enlightened citizenship. So don't forget where you came from, while at the same time, keep moving into the future. You all have endless possibilities ahead of you, and we are privileged to be along for the ride. Thank you, Millersville, to your faculty and staff, to the parents, family members, and friends here today, and most importantly, congratulations to the class of 2017. Thank you for letting me share this momentous day with you.
Thank you, Ms. Harf, for your advice and for your inspiring remarks to our graduates today. As a special note to today's ceremony, we wish to acknowledge the commissioning of 4 ROTC lieutenants Will the following lieutenants please rise to be recognized? Abigail Daly, Travis Kurtz, Samantha Lewis, Elizabeth Miller. Also, there are 17 veterans and National Guard reservists who are graduating today. We applaud their dedication to their studies and service to our country. Will all the graduating veterans and reservists please stand to be recognized? Millersville University students are awarded honors in 3 categories: departmental honors, the University Honors College Program, and University Honors. In order to graduate from the University Honors College Program, a student must not only complete designated honors courses and a thesis, but also maintain an overall grade point average of at least 3.50. Students graduating with university honors by virtue of their grade point average and earn averages between 3.50 and 3.74 graduate cum laude, of which there are 133 graduating today. Those who earn averages between 3.75 and 3.94 graduate magna cum laude, of which there are 74 graduating today. And those who earn averages between 3.95 and 4.0 graduate summa cum laude, the highest earned academic honor the university can bestow. Today, we have 20 students who have earned summa cum laude honors. Please give a hand to all of the honor students. It is now my pleasure to introduce Ms. Ann Womble and Gerald Robinson, Esquire, members of the Council of Trustees, who will confer the baccalaureate and associate degrees for the Colleges of Education and Human Services and the School of Social Work and Science and Technology, respectively. Ladies and gentlemen, after the conferring of the degrees from each of the colleges, marshals will guide the graduates by college to the stage. Ms. Womble.
The undergraduate candidates present for the College of Education and Human Services and School of Social Work have taken all of their examinations and are being recommended for their degrees by the faculty of their school. Will all candidates from the College of Education and School of Social Work now please stand? Upon the authority vested in me by the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, through the Board of Governors and Council of Trustees, I confer upon you the appropriate baccalaureate degree, together with all of its associated rights, privileges, and responsibilities. You may be seated. I'm pleased to introduce Dr. George Drake, Dean, and Dr. John Ward, Interim Associate Dean, of the College of Education and Human Services and School of Social Work, who will present the graduates from this college. Thank you.
Will the marshals please bring forward the graduates from the College of Education and Human Services and School of Social Work so that they now may be recognized.
Travis J. Adams. Ekram H. Ali. Rebecca N. Angelini.
Victoria G. Albert, cum laude.
Catherine A. Armstrong.
Christopher Anderson.
Alana Babuta.
Gregory R. Archibald, cum laude.
Sarah Elizabeth Barnes, magna cum laude, University Honors College.
Casey Clara Atkinson.
Tatiana Marie Beard, cum laude.
Barbara Y. Beccaro, cum laude.
Emily Joy Bear.
Elizabeth May Barlow, cum laude.
Sydney Lynn Billings, cum laude.
Charity M. Bechtel, summa cum laude.
Samantha Joyce Blash.
Alfreda Kumba Bangbor.
Jennifer Abby Blessing, magna cum laude.
Wendy J. Blauk.
Evander M. Barkley.
Kelsey Joe Bomboy, magna cum laude.
Ashley Brongard, magna cum laude.
Tiffany Lee Good Brett.
Brittany Elise Brown.
Caitlin A. Brown, cum laude.
Megan Elizabeth Brown.
Ariana Chantel Camel, honors in social work.
Courtney Capero, cum laude.
Joe M. Caruso, cum laude, honors in psychology, University Honors College.
Lindsay Elizabeth Carr.
Heather L. Catafano.
Alicia Kiana Casantini, cum laude.
Emily Lynn Christman, cum laude.
Jamie Cessna.
Anne Elise Clancy.
Katie Cloud, cum laude.
Yasmin R. Cooper.
Alyssa Marie Codalise, magna cum laude.
Courtney Cox, cum laude.
Heather Nicole Craze.
Shay Sheila Cumberland.
Emily J. Cuthbert, summa cum laude, honors early and middle exceptional education, University Honors College.
Matthew Joseph Dalmeda.
Heather Nicole Deaver.
Derek Michael DeCamp, summa cum laude, honors in psychology, University Honors College.
Christian Andre De Jesus.
Samantha De Jesus.
Sierra Lynn De Jesus.
Kelsey Megan Derrick, cum laude.
Andrew Jack DiStefano.
Brian Diem, magna cum laude, University Honors College.
Trevor T. Donovan.
Lauren A. Delzeski.
Jessica E. Eppel, cum laude.
Yolanda J. Douglas.
Carrie Brianne Evans, cum laude.
Sarah Eckel.
Courtney Elizabeth Funis, magna cum laude.
Andrew Alex Escobar.
Michelle Lynn Field.
Brett Eversole.
Danielle M. Fritz, cum laude.
Maggie Ray Fagan, cum laude.
Lauren R.L. Eiler, cum laude.
Olivia Jane Flickinger, magna cum laude.
Heather Elizabeth Gallas.
Paige Gemmel, cum laude.
Brenna Jean Gibbon.
Jenna Bisbing, magna cum laude.
Mace Grafton.
Annalise Renee Giuliani, magna cum laude.
Ariana Tyre Grays, cum laude.
Taylor Nicole Hicks.
Christina Lynette Grimm.
Gretchen Alicia Goth, magna cum laude.
Amanda G. Halteman.
Caitlin Elizabeth Beard, cum laude.
Jenna Hofnagel, magna cum laude.
Courtney Arlene Gipe, cum laude.
Amanda Brooke Hammond, magna cum laude.
Shanice Lavana Fry.
April J. Hazlett, cum laude.
Teresa M. Graham, cum laude.
Emily E. Heikkinen, cum laude.
David Preston Griffith.
Sierra Hendricks.
Caitlin Elizabeth Hallman.
Olivia Ariane Jones.
Allison Hamill.
Olivia K. Just, magna cum laude.
Stephen Brooks Hartman.
Richard J. Carb.
Danielle Marie Hare.
Brett W. Caseman, cum laude.
Emily Quinn Heller.
Alexis Marie Kendig, cum laude.
Sarah Henry, magna cum laude.
Amanda Joy King, magna cum laude.
Jacqueline Elizabeth Hetrick, cum laude.
Emily Jane Klein.
Danielle Lynn Heinlein, cum laude.
Jennifer Lynn Kopp.
Sarah Marie Howell, magna cum laude, honors in early, middle, and exceptional education, University Honors College.
Amanda Lynn Kurtz.
Sharia Elise Jones.
Emily Elizabeth Leipziger.
Ashley Lauren Judge.
Elizabeth A. Lauchman.
Amy K. Kacklereese.
Stacia Marie Lippy, cum laude.
Genti Kalisa.
Savannah Brooke Litke.
Kayla Kier.
Tara Michelle Logan.
Annalise Bell Kinzel, cum laude.
Nicole Ashley Lukfong, magna cum laude.
Shelby Lee King, magna cum laude.
Faith Elizabeth Lugo.
Mariah Ann Klunk, magna cum laude.
Kirsten Elizabeth Maltman.
Natalie A. Kalker.
Kayla Marie Marshall.
Hannah Lapp, magna cum laude.
Adam Charles Mazurek, cum laude.
Barbara Ann Lepley, magna cum laude.
Catherine Marie McBride.
Samantha R. Lewis.
Jennifer Dawn McFarland.
Stephanie Lichert.
Skylar J. Miller, magna cum laude.
Morgan Elizabeth Little.
Edwin Thomas Minguella, cum laude.
Valerie Lopez.
Casey E. Morton, cum laude.
Rebecca Laurie, magna cum laude, honors in psychology.
Ezrika Maurice.
Stephanie M. Manger, summa cum laude, honors in early, middle, and exceptional education, University Honors College.
Melissa Montez de Oca.
Erin Elizabeth Martin, cum laude.
Derjane A. Alier.
Dylan J. Maxwell.
Mary Moyer, cum laude.
Carolyn Ann McAllister, cum laude.
Jenna Marie Moyer.
Tina Miller.
Shelby Lynn Pridgeon, magna cum laude.
Yasmin Maldonado.
Akuna Aluchi Okira.
Chaz McCormick.
Danielle Marie Perez, cum laude.
Francis Miliano.
Nicholas Orion Ortiz.
Kayla L. Mengel.
Shannon Renee Phillips, magna cum laude.
Amy Mae Mitchell.
Kristen Person, cum laude, honors early, middle, and exceptional education, University Honors College.
Madison Kennedy Margaret Moyer.
Neil S. Patel.
Jesse David Munson.
Linnell Kuzak.
Ginger Leanne Nwandu.
Mallory P. Plotner.
Aaron M. Myers.
Alexis I. Powell.
Morgan Nicole Lewis, magna cum laude.
Sandra Ann Reed.
Amanda Charlene Wink.
James H. Roden III.
Carly E. Musselman, cum laude.
Kristen A. Schnell.
Paisley Shuck.
Shauna Lee Shade.
Jacqueline E. Reed, magna cum laude.
Brandy Elizabeth Shaler.
Allison Reese.
Becca Rose Shank, cum laude.
Markeisha Teresa Rhonda Pitt.
Devin A. Singh, magna cum laude, honors in psychology.
Emily Jean Pryor.
Leslie E. Sittlinger, summa cum laude.
Catherine Joy Ortiz.
Christy Nicole Smucker, summa cum laude.
Stephanie Rainier, cum laude.
Kristen M. Stoltzfus, magna cum laude.
Jessica E. Polomsky.
Maria Catherine Spinoza.
Megan C. Robinson.
Carlos H. Soto.
Cheyenne Ali Sanchez.
Dana S. Steyer.
Anna Karen Ranieri, cum laude.
David J. Summerfield.
Grace Elizabeth Painter.
Tanner Page Swore.
Ronald A. Sexton, magna cum laude.
Janelle Taylor Stouffer.
Amanda Victoria Shaleen, magna cum laude.
Marajani Tribu.
Asima Sharifi.
Rachel Ann Wagner, magna cum laude.
Abby Carol Sherviniski, cum laude.
Lisa K. Weaver.
Hope Slezak.
Monica Bell Wirt.
Kelly Sorace.
Kimberly Brigida Walgamuth.
Scott R. Sullivan.
Katie M. Yoders, cum laude.
Brooke Swar.
Brooke Elizabeth Zubek.
Rachel Corinne Teeter, cum laude.
Jennifer A. White.
Kaylora Thompson, cum laude.
Alexandria Lynn Wiest.
Caitlin Nicole Thomason.
Noah Yasinski, cum laude.
Constance Faith Valdez, cum laude. Anna M. Wallace, cum laude. Emily Ann Young. That concludes the graduates from the College of Education and Human Services and School of Social Work.
The undergraduate candidates present for the College of Science and Technology have taken all of their examinations and are being recommended for their degrees by the faculty of their school. Will all the candidates for the College of Science and Technology now please stand? Upon the authority vested in me by the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, through the Board of Governors and Council of Trustees, I confer upon you the appropriate associate or baccalaureate degree, together with all its associated rights, privileges, and responsibilities. You may be seated. It is my pleasure to introduce Dr. Michael Jackson, Dean of the College of Science and Technology, and Dr. Nosley Hardy, Associate Professor of Computer Science, who will present the graduates from the College of Science and Technology.
Will the marshals please bring forward the graduates from the College of Science and Technology so they can be recognized? Jose. Jose Francisco Urenya, summa cum laude, honors in chemistry and University Honors College.
Amy Charlotte DeVitz.
Demelise Abrio.
Christopher L. Alba.
Jean Albright.
Melody Alleman, magna cum laude, honors in biology.
Cody W. Allwine.
Rachel J. Ashmore, magna cum laude, honors in chemistry, University Honors College.
Ricky L. Asplin, magna cum laude.
Jocelyn A. Balla.
Gregory James Balsry.
Alex James Barnett.
Joshua Lawrence Bard, Honors in Chemistry, University Honors College.
Rachel Christine Malampi.
Jeremy Keith Beckley.
Marina Elizabeth Barano.
Adunola J. Bello.
Michaela Kimberly Begg.
Jared W. Bliss.
Jonathan Luke Burley.
Shane Dakota Buchholz, magna cum laude.
Brianna Blackwell.
Christian Hunter Boyer, magna cum laude.
Veronica Cadavid Hernandez.
Eric Scott Breeden.
Courtney Ann Boehm.
Tyler S. Bridgehouse.
Tyler William Boland.
Donald Brown.
Mitchell C. Boring.
Michael James Burns.
Brian Daniel Brown.
Jessica Lynn Butts, summa cum laude, honors in mathematics, University Honors College.
Michael David Buell.
Nicholas Caputo.
Logan Annette Bushi.
Jacob D. Shelley.
Matthew Scott Cabry.
Gloria Sue Hyun Chung.
Elizabeth Daly Carden.
Kaylee Elizabeth Sepila, cum laude.
Connor D. Casey.
Kevin Matthew Clark, cum laude.
Daniel J. Chapman.
Cassidy Geiger Collins.
Mackenzie Joe Kiola, Honors in Biology, University Honors College.
Peter Christopher Crane, cum laude.
Anne-Marie A. Selensky, magna cum laude.
Elnora M. Cutler.
Jeffrey David Clampett.
Lauren Ann Dalby.
Christina Diane Clausen.
Morgan Elizabeth Dara.
Victoria Mackenzie Coots, magna cum laude, Honors in Biology.
Taylor Nicole Davis, cum laude.
Callie Jane Kundro.
Casey Elizabeth Deckman.
Robert L. Curtis III, cum laude.
Joel Adam Denglinger.
Joseph John D'Angelo III.
Adam K. Dent, magna cum laude.
Abigail Ray Daly, magna cum laude.
Nicole P. DiGiorgio.
Brandon Dobe, cum laude.
Anthony Charles Denorcia, cum laude.
Aaron K. Davis.
Mark W. Donato.
J. Nicholas Domino.
Cody Garrett Dye, cum laude.
Kara N. Descavage, cum laude.
Madeline A. Eckerode.
Lindsay P. Ditzler, Honors in Earth Sciences.
Tanner Joseph Edgell, cum laude.
Isla Gino.
Ahmed Ibram Eid.
Michael James Eckert.
Christina Marie Elliott.
Tiffany Joy Edwards.
Aaron Jason Embry.
Cameron H. Eller.
Mark Andrew Epley, cum laude.
Michelle N. Alciser.
Daniel Ernst.
Luke W. Emling.
Dane Edson Felton.
Sean Fahey.
Kaylin John Alexander Fisher.
Carly Grace Files.
Michaela Ford.
Courtney Kendall Fox.
Diana M. Gadia.
Kelsey Ray Fulton, magna cum laude, honors in computer science.
Catherine May Geeting, cum laude, honors in biology and University Honors College.
Nicole Lauren Gastek.
Annette M. Giannini.
Alexander Peter Genova.
George A. Ginter.
Noah W. Ginder.
Benjamin D. Gockenauer.
Adam Gockenauer.
Olivia J. Gorman.
Kristen Marie Gockenauer, cum laude.
Kyrie Naheem Gregg.
Stephen Wayne Holteman, Jr.
Abigail J. Grove.
Jennifer L. Hain.
Rebecca Louise Grube, summa cum laude.
Caitlin M. Highlandman.
Amelia M. Ham.
Kimberly Lauren Holtman.
Leah J. Harrison.
Hannah Taylor Hanniger.
Nicholas G. Hench.
Franklin Dale Herr III.
Elena Martine Herbst.
Rachel Elizabeth Hess.
Deborah Michelle Hershey.
Courtney Jade Hinnant.
Eric Wade Hibbs.
Sylvia Nicole Hetz, summa cum laude.
Tyler Diane Hinson.
Kevin J. Herr.
Kunal Vivek Hivale.
William Alexander Hollis.
Andrew Michael Hollinger.
Jessica Lynn Hoover, magna cum laude.
Ryan Holt.
Brandon Ward Jablonski.
Dylan L. Houseal, magna cum laude.
Cassius Laverne James III.
Hussam Idris, magna cum laude.
John P. Jesperson.
Ivana J. Hakome Otati, summa cum laude, honors in chemistry, University Honors College.
J. Danielle Kaufman.
Alexander Kaltenbaugh, magna cum laude.
Victoria M. Keller.
Kara N. Kaler.
William Joseph King.
Richard S. Creaser.
Rachel M. Nair, cum laude.
Austin E. Krupa.
Frank Charles Lacey.
Alexander M. Lefevre, cum laude.
Nicholas Scott Lipinski.
Nathaniel P. Lapp.
Jessica Ray Lauletta.
Kadeem A. Lazar.
Elizabeth Ann Leedy, cum laude.
Brianne M. Lippy.
Angelica Lito.
Daning Low.
Donald J. Little, cum laude.
Brianna M. Logana.
Kyle Caleb Loeb.
Joseph M. Marino.
Elliot Lopez Enriquez.
John Michael Malakowski.
Nicholas Pascal Mancini.
Carlin Rosanna Marshall, cum laude.
Ryan James Marquardt.
Ashley Marie Mast.
Gabriela Mata Lopez. Sorry.
Ryan James Matthews.
Ian J. McGowan.
Luke Edward McConville.
Matthew C. McNulty.
Tyler J. Meidinger.
Robert McNerney.
Angelica Mene.
Caitlin Mellon.
Ashley Ann Miles.
Natalie Mitzak.
Stephen C. Miller II.
Daniel Kenneth Mullins.
Kenton P. Mummert, cum laude.
Harry E. Myrick Jr.
Mason Tyler Musser, magna cum laude.
Mandy L. Neidig.
Daniel Lawrence Neff.
Ambrosia B. Ortega.
Eric Anthony Neal.
Ryland H. Overly.
Aiden Matthew O'Connor.
Megan Frances Oxley.
Leah R. Orutsky.
Leonard A. Paparo Jr.
Morgan Elise Panetta.
Robert McLeod Parks.
Taylor Parker.
Alexander Edward Perry, cum laude.
Caleb James Pepley.
Dalton W. Patterson.
David Thomas Perillo.
Zachary David Piasecki.
Ryan J. Piselli, cum laude.
Joseph H. Polly.
Benjamin Thomas Porter.
Kristen Pisani, cum laude.
Katie Lynn Pritchard.
Ryan Katinsky.
Nigel Quiles.
Kayla Marie Rafferty.
Yeah, Kayla. Diana Rabchuk.
Mark Rampasod.
Deepak Rai.
Wesley Scott Rothman.
Erwin Ross.
Devin B. Rediker.
Andrew C. Reese.
Jocelyn M. Ritchie, cum laude.
Rolando Rodriguez Jimenez.
Brian L. Ross, magna cum laude.
Tyler J. Riggs.
Matthew C. Rump.
Samuel Alexander Rotella III.
David A. Sanchez, cum laude.
Tijan Sacco.
Gordon Lewis Saper.
Parker Robinson Sands.
Jacob D. Schmidt.
Kurt Schaller.
Nicole Summer Cease, honors in computer science.
Sarah Lynn Schreiber, magna cum laude.
Anne Simcox.
David Dorian Seibel.
Aaron William Slaughter.
Lindsay Alyssa Schuff.
LaShanta M. Smith.
Peter Soteric, magna cum laude, honors in chemistry and University Honors College.
Ethan M. Snyder.
Zachariah Lee Smith.
Melanie Lynn Snyder.
Sarah M. Sabota.
Samantha Spagnolo.
Caitlin Marie Spandra, cum laude.
Jordan L. Steele.
Caitlin Marie Steppe.
Diana Lynn Stone.
Cody A. Stoneback, cum laude.
Sean Patrick Strange, cum laude, University Honors College.
Brooke A. Stretch.
Devin C. Strum.
Chris Summers.
Chatra Bahadur Subedi.
Jamie Elizabeth Thorpe, magna cum laude and honors in computer science.
Logan Tabot.
Lucas Boyd Tobin.
Corey J. Tober.
Blessing Uko.
Jesse Joel Torres.
Richard John Vivola, magna cum laude.
Peter Andrew Vink.
Brandon G. Wagner.
Jack Warner.
Shane Waters, cum laude.
Rita Marie A. Walk, honors in applied engineering and safety technology.
Roger J. Welsh III.
Logan Levan Williams.
Cheryl Blizzard Wolf.
Darcy Elizabeth Young.
Stephen M. Zellick, summa cum laude.
Zoe Zentner.
Andrew Wright Zimmerman, cum laude.
Shakar J. Jones.
John W. Zug. Sarah Taglang. Now, believe it or not, my mother is watching the streaming video right now. And since tomorrow is Mother's Day, I would like to wish her a happy Mother's Day. But if I just wish her a happy Mother's Day, that would be very selfish. So I'm wondering if you could go ahead and join me in thanking all the mothers here for all of the support that they've given over the years. How about a big round? With that, Dr. Prabhu, that concludes the graduates from the College of Science and Technology.
I'm not going to let my Dean of Science and Technology have the upper hand. So we are going to go once more, have a big applause for all the graduates of both the colleges. It's a good thing that Dr. Jackson went off the script for Mother's Day. Otherwise, he would be in trouble right now. I now invite Mr. Scott Bailey, President of the Millersville University Alumni Association, to please proceed to the podium.
On behalf of the more than 66,000 Millersville University alums, graduates, you may reposition your tassels. Welcome to the Alumni Association. You are now a marauder for life.
Congratulations again. It is now my pleasure to invite Dr. Anna Burger-Greco, Chair of the Millersville University Faculty Senate, to offer greetings on behalf of the faculty and to present this year's Educator of the Year Award recipient. Dr. Burger-Greco.
Thank you, Dr. Prabhu. It is my pleasure to announce that the Faculty Senate recently acknowledged Dr. Mehmet Göksu, Associate Professor of Physics, as its 2017 Educator of the Year and presented him with this award. Dr. Göksu joined the Physics Department at Millersville University in 2007. Since then, he has taught a wide range of physics courses, both from introductory through upper-level courses. Both his colleagues and students mention his outstanding ability to present difficult material in a clear, detailed, and accessible manner, and to further be able to connect the material with students' real-life experiences. His generosity and willingness to assist students is evidenced through his implementation of online help centers on Sunday evenings and Physics on Demand on Thursday evenings. These live video chat sessions allow students to reach out to him if they need extra assistance with their class materials or homework assignments. Dr. Göksu is deeply involved in students' professional and personal successes, as is evidenced by his advising 3 MU clubs: the MU robotics team, the rugby club, and the physics demonstration team. He is heavily invested in developing students' academic excellence by supervising a varied list of student research studies, including experimental, theoretical, computer simulations, and pedagogical projects. Will Dr. Mehmet Göksu please rise and be recognized? And now, dear graduates, on behalf of the faculty, I extend our congratulations on your achievement. I know that you are very excited to be leaving Millersville, but also nervous at the prospect of starting a new phase of your life. So I'd like to give you just a few lines from the Spanish poet Antonio Machado to take to heart and remember. Caminante, son tus huellas el camino y nada más. Caminante, no hay camino. Se hace el camino al andar. And for those of you who don't understand Spanish, the lines read, wanderer, your footprints and nothing else are the path. There is no trail. we make our path as we walk forward. I'd like to tell you that we, the faculty of Millersville University, believe that you are prepared to forge your own way, and we urge you to lay out your own path. If you look back, as the poet says, you will see that your unique past, your life with your family and friends, the adversities you've overcome and the joys you've celebrated, your studies here at Millersville have led you in a unique way to where you are now and have prepared you to move forward. We believe that because you have learned information specific to your major, and even more importantly, because you've learned to think critically, to ask questions, and to communicate your ideas, you are prepared to dedicate yourselves to one vocation for the rest of your lives and make a positive impact in that field. But you are also prepared to pursue a series of different careers and move forward along a path that may not be obvious to others, but one that you are forging for yourselves. You are ready for anything. Please also remember that if you need any of us along the way while making your path, you should never hesitate to contact your now former professors. We're here for you. Congratulations and buen camino.
Thank you, Dr. Borger-Greco, for your more than 2 decades of dedicated service to Millersville University and to our students. Your commitment to our students is second to none. Dr. Borger-Greco is retiring from Millersville University at the end of this summer term, and I want to congratulate her again for her accomplishments and her service to the university. And Dr. Goksu, congratulations on this wonderful and special recognition. Yeah. I think your 2 sons here are very, very proud. It is now my pleasure to present Mr. Kiefer Lukenbill, President of Millersville University Student Senate, who will bring greetings to the graduating class of 2017 and introduce the spokesperson for the senior class gift campaign. Mr. Lukenbill.
Nothing. That's what I did my freshman year. I spent my time in Gage Rec Room playing League of Legends with a few friends. Everyone always tells you to get involved when you're a freshman, but I didn't listen to them, and I wish I would have earlier. But now fast forward 3 years to today, and I'm standing here before you as the Student Senate President. It's possible because I decided to take pride in and get involved with our great university. During my sophomore year, I became a member of Improv Molotov and a tour guide for the Sharp team. This year, I joined Student Senate and shortly after became the Chief Justice. I have a show on WIXQ. I was initiated as a brother of Lambda Chi Alpha and became a lead student ambassador for the Sharp team, and I served as an orientation leader. Even though life was much more stressful than the days of the Gage Rec Room, the stress pales in comparison to all the friendships I've made, the experiences I've had, and the memories I'll always remember. Your journey at Millersville may be coming to a close, but your journey as a student will forever continue. It's never too late to get involved with life. Get involved with your community, with your job, and with your family. And please, stay involved with your alma mater, Millersville University. The students who are freshmen, sophomores, and juniors right now, we need you. If you don't know what to do, ask questions. How can I help? What can I do for fun? What can I do to give back? And then try something new. We all need to step outside our comfort zones in order to grow as a person and a professional. Never let an opportunity pass you by because you never know how many doors will open because of that. Thank you. And now allow me to introduce Ms. Morgan Speakman, spokesperson for the class of 2017 Senior Gift Campaign.
Thank you, Mr. Luckenbill. There are many time-honored traditions at Millersville University. Since 1866, senior classes raise funds for a class gift that provides a lasting mark at the university. The past few years, a committee of seniors gathered together to decide how the class of 2017 could continue this tradition with our own senior class gift. It is with great pride and honor that I make this statement on behalf of the class of 2017. In appreciation and recognition of our sincere gratitude, I present the class gift. The class of 2017 resolved to contribute funds and resources for a fountain in the quad with benches around it. The fountain will be placed in the future pavilion between the Student Memorial Center and the West Village. The idea is to transform the quad into a scenic park-like area for Millersville University students to enjoy in the years to come. The class of 2017 can be proud that they will be remembered for their pride and generosity. Dr. Anderson, please accept this gift as a token of our sincere gratitude to Millersville University for providing us with an educational experience that has allowed and prepared us to think big and go far. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Morgan. Great job.
Thank you.
Well, thank you, Morgan, and thank you to the members of your committee and to the class of 2017. We look forward to that development, and you all have to come back and hang around the new park. So here we are. Commencement is a ceremony not only to recognize achievement, but to signal a new beginning, a new chapter in the lives of our graduates. At this opportunity, we pause to reflect on the past 4 years, and for some of you, it's been a little longer, I know. There are many in the audience who have assisted and guided you toward your goal. Your faculty joins us in recognition of your accomplishments in the classrooms, on the fields, in the laboratories, and on the job. Our faculty recognize that every student arrives at Millersville with enthusiasm, intent, hope, aspirations, and intellect. They have provided an outstanding education rooted deeply in the principles of the liberal arts. They have challenged you, prodded you, taught you, and admired you. You have asked questions. You have complained, I know firsthand. Sometimes you have stumbled. However, ultimately, you have succeeded, for you are here today to be acknowledged as 2017 graduates. Will the representatives of the faculty please stand up and be recognized by the class of 2017? Family and friends have also played an important role in your success. Their support and encouragement have been an inspiration and motivation to many of you. Thank you, family and friends. Will the family and friends of our graduates please stand and be recognized? Graduates, you have accomplished so much in your time here. As I look into your eyes, I see Millersville graduates developing cures for cancer, making revolutionary advances in technology, building hope for world peace, and helping to bring an end to worldwide hunger. You are about to set off on the next part of your life's journey. You can expect challenges, but I know there will be so many opportunities as well. So persevere. Set lofty goals for yourself and others. We are very fortunate to live in a free society, but freedom comes with a responsibility to contribute, to give back, to be civically engaged, and to be good stewards of this planet. Wherever you call home, add value. Look around. Ask yourself what you can do to improve the quality of life in your work environment and the neighborhood you live in. Go out and develop a neighborhood park. Start a wellness program at work. We are all counting on you to do these types of things. As Millersville University alumni, you will always be part of the Millersville family. Remember your roots here with pride, and please come back often. Now, you have graduated from one of the finest universities of its kind in the nation, and you have joined more than the 66,000 alumni who have gone before you. It's time to close this chapter in your life and commence on a new journey. And I'd like to add the congratulations, as our dean has done so well in recognizing all the mothers in the audience. By the way, he only drinks decaf coffee. Just imagine. But let me add my congratulations to all the mothers in the audience today. Let's give them another great round of applause. Graduates, go forth into the world. Make us proud, but more importantly, make yourselves proud of whom you are and what you're capable of. Reach for the higher goals. Do great work and make a difference in the world. Be the dream makers. Congratulations to each and every one of you for a job well done. On behalf of Millersville University, its faculty, staff, student body, we join your family and friends in extending to you our warmest congratulations and best wishes as you pursue your goals. I'd like to express a sincere appreciation to Olivia Ober, Jose Urena, the Marshalls, Dr. Keith Wiley, and the University Brass Ensemble, and other program participants. I would like to, again, extend my best to all the families here, and let us also remember the women and men who are serving our country throughout the world and who are away from their families and friends today. I wish you all here today a safe journey home. And before we go to the closing, I started a tradition here, and some of you know that I have a Twitter account, @VillePresident, okay, @VillePresident. And I'm going to take my last selfie with all of you, if you don't mind, and I'll post it. So I want you to wave. Come on. Thank you for that indulgence. Remember, @VillePresident, I'm trying to break a record for followers, so I'm hoping there's about 1,000 of you out there. I hope to see that number go up. And now, please refer to the last page of your program as we conclude the ceremony with the signing of the first and third verses of the Alma Mater, led by Olivia Ober once again and performed by the Millersville University Brass Ensemble. Will the audience please rise and remain standing until the recessional has ended? Thank you.
Millersville, we sing to thee hymns of praise and loyalty. Sons and daughters,